700 players have been drafted here. It is impressive.
All right, Drew Aller pumps it, and that's a reception and some yak yardage right there. Max Hurleman turns away from the potential tackler, and he gets 17 yards as a result. Opportunity in this game. Play action for Aller. Deep drop, floats it out to his intended receiver. Good coverage. Are they going to call pass interference? They are. That was intended for Levi Wentz.
Should be a pass interference here.
Pass interference. Defense for 20. Spot foul. First down.
That's Damani Jackson.
Correction, 28.
One of the things here is you're watching the route here as he delivers the ball, but Drew Aller did a nice job of backpedaling, buying himself some time, putting the ball up and over. If he misses, he's going to miss outside. You can see Wentz one hand on it, but they were able to get the penalty.
That was actually MJ Devonshire. They originally said it's on 20, it's on 28. He's another WPIAL guy from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, of course, with Pitt, 7th round pick of Vegas back in 2024. So a lot of WPIAL people here, and that's Heidenreich as he tries to get a couple of extra yards. A lot of Steeler fans to do it.
Absolutely. And he's looking to continue to impress. He's been doing so in training camp.
Aller now over the middle on a slant pattern, and that's another reception. This time it's Levi Wentz from Kansas, Pine Ridgeland product, and a first down.
You can see Wentz right there realizing.
Another 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Aller zings it. Another reception. Hurleman for the slant patterns have come out big for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he put it right on the money there. Another Steelers first down.
And this is where you see right now, Drew Aller wants to press the tempo because he realizes he has the defense right where he wants them. Another slant route in the middle of the field. Big gain as they now are approaching the red zone.
Aller's those yak yards. We haven't seen that much of it over the last several years. Most sideline kind of plays, but Mike McCarthy's calling these plays, and he's done a pretty good job so far. Now he's going to float one in the corner of the 5-yard line, but it goes incomplete. Good coverage that time as Hurleman really had nowhere to go. And that was Shamar Bartholomew in coverage for Green Bay.
Nice coverage by Bartholomew, and I think when you look back just on the right hash there, a very tough throw. You had to be accurate there only because you're throwing into the short side of the field right there. Nice play defensively.
All right, so it's 2nd and 10 for Drew Aller. Shotgun, quick hitter. Has this man. That's Lake McCree. Went to USC. He had 7 career touchdowns while playing out there. Kind of short-handed tight end. They like your sure-handed bar. He's a big target too at 6'4", 243.
And that's what you want right there. He played a lot. Played 51 games at USC. 97 touchdowns, 1,100 yards.
Steelers continue to move the ball now. Again, just remember what I said earlier. They have not had ideal field position all night long. A couple of long drives. One resulted in no points, and then 2 more did. And there's a good strike again. It's Hurleman who's hit immediately on that play by Trey Dean. But it's good enough to move the chains.
And you had the personnel group on defensively on the field. This is where you're taking advantage from a matchups perspective.
Aller now looking left. Doesn't like what he sees there. Sideline throw. It's about 6 yards right there. And again, it's Lake McCree. 6th round, or undrafted back in 2026 this year. A lot of people thought he'd go in the 6th or 7th round. He didn't.
I think a lot of that was a little medical there. He did tear his ACL twice. But
yep.
Can he get back and healthy? Everything that we've seen up until this point, it looks like he's overcome those injuries.
I'll tell you, Broderick Jones has had a big night of workhorse material. He's been in there quite a lot. Heidenreich up the middle, not much there. How do you think he's done so far? I think they're trying to get as much information coming back from that injury, and so far, give him a lot of credit, man. It's a long way back.
And that's what you want. You want to continue to play regardless of what quarter you're playing. If you're on the field, you want to try to continue to impress. And that's something that you're seeing out here on the field by everyone. And I think when you look at Heidenreich, He wants to now be that Swiss Navy knife. Let's see if they can get a matchup that they want here and get him in the end zone.
3rd and 3. Aller in the shotgun. Trips to the left, under pressure, steps back, goes into the end zone, and it was not going to work as Weegan was the intended receiver. Perry in coverage. Good coverage by Green Bay on that play, and there were not many options available to him. Another flag comes in, too.
There should be a hold on the defense.
Holding. Defense, number 34. 5-yard penalty. Automatic.
To add another one. Aller again rolling left. Finds it. And it's a touchdown for Weegan. Caden Weegan gets into the end zone. He almost did earlier on the 74-yarder. This time he does. Another good pass by Drew Aller, who's rolling left and put it right on the money.
That's one right there. Typically you see quarterbacks rolling to the right here. Caught Green Bay off guard when you're in end zone.
And the extra point is up. Marjan Kyron Drones out of Virginia Tech, undrafted this year by Green Bay. So they're trying to get a look at a lot of people. 8th accepted penalty in this game. 2nd and 9 for Kalen Drones. Pressure coming, and he is going to go down. Jamin Davis with the pressure. He's been in the NFL for a while now. This is his 6th year. He was formerly a 1st-round pick. And he was down there in Washington when Cole Holcomb was down there.
There you go. You can see him just trying to set him up, but he didn't bite at all. And Davis stayed patient, and he knew absolutely what he wanted to do, was able to bring the quarterback down. But to your point, he played 56 games, 5 years in Washington, spent the year in Minnesota, 1 in Las Vegas, and he's trying to make this roster here. And what better way for you to show up and create a sack in the manner that he just did.
He was in Vegas when Patrick Graham was in Vegas, which means he knows that guy has some NFL experience, and that's why they brought him here and signed him. He's had 1.5 sacks in this game as well. It's been a big night. I think Robert Spears-Jennings, he's looked really good. 3 tackles, 1 for a tackle for loss. Dalen Everett has been in a lot of places defensively.
When you look at just all of their draft picks, a lot of them, they're all playing here today.
Gabriel Rubio, we called his name a couple of times. 5 tackles on the night, 2 of them solo. And offensively, you know what they've been doing. Come on. Those Steeler players, that is a good bonding experience. They do a great job up there in Latrobe at the Meadows.
Wow, late flag coming in here, Bob.
Another flag. That was Heidenreich with the carry. But Aaron Rodgers, man, this kind of symmetry of this game, you know, with McCarthy here as his coach again, and first game here in Pittsburgh. And up. Once again, it's Heidenreich trying to shed a tackler. All right, let's take a look at 3rd and 1 now. Heidenreich gets the yardage for first down, and a new set of downs for the Steelers as the clock continues to run on the Steelers, holding on to that lead at 21-9. Another first down.
And one of the points that we talked about as one of the keys to the game was time of possession, and this is where you control time of possession in your 4-minute offense. You have the lead.
Aller in the shotgun right now with 4:02 left in the game. Fires behind his intended receiver there, almost intercepted. That was Jalen Simpson who was there defensively.
It looks like Drew was expecting him to break out, but a little miscommunication on the route right there.
And keep in mind, a lot of players are in and out of this lineup. It's not like a consistency in the first game. You're trying to just get a lot of guys looks, and sometimes that communication can be a problem. Jacoby Kenny James, number 23, also in there. Aller going for it all down there, and there's a penalty flag. 2 of them thrown. Max Hurleman was the intended receiver, and he draws that penalty. Hurleman got position. And once again, it's hard line of Green Bay. Heidenreich bounces to the outside, now tries to cut back inside. Gets about 3 yards on the play before he's knocked down. Some good performances tonight by a lot of these guys. Started with Travis Homer. We didn't expect to see him right from the first drive of the game, but he did, and he played pretty well.
We approach the 2-minute warning.
This is 2-minute warning.
All right, 21-9. Steelers lead Green Bay, and they have held Green Bay without a touchdown tonight. 2 minutes left